This is Dr. David Allen. I hope you found it interesting talking with Dr. DrMarieCarol3 today and myself. We're talking about the issue is that there's so many negative things happening in our country and around the world that many people are getting squeezed into sticking at their limitations, squeezed into sticking with their destructive situations, squeezed into just saying life is going to be negative for me and that's it. But the challenge is, no matter how dark the night, no matter how difficult it is, our faith means that we can grow beyond where we are. You can move beyond your limitations to your potential. Maurice, we come to the end of the program. Anything you would like to stress to the audience as they listen?
I would say the main thing is just if you are in a difficult situation, or if you feel like you're losing your potential or losing your voice or losing your sense of self, that there is so much hope that you can get out, you can do something differently, you can start the process. And again, that doesn't mean that you have to do some drastic change right now. All I would do is encourage you to maybe find a family group, find some support, talk to a loved one, and just start voicing some of these feelings that you have and these thoughts that you have, and realize that, yeah, life doesn't have to just be, it doesn't just have to be mediocre. Life can be better. You can find potential, you can find purpose. Does it mean that you're never gonna have sad days? Of course not. Or anger, or that pain isn't going to happen? Absolutely not. But when you live and exist in your true self and your true potential, life just becomes less of a struggle sometimes. I think we're so used to running the rat race and on the hamster wheel, we forget that we have a choice to get off. We have a choice to get out of a cage. You know, we have a choice. Sometimes we've put ourselves in a cage and the door is wide open and we still decide to stay in there, like the learned helplessness. So my encouragement would be to, if you're listening, realize that you were created and designed for an incredible purpose, but you're not giving yourself any service if you're just staying in a situation that's not enabling you to discover that true self.
And you know, it's so simple, but it's so profound, because you just can get used to adapting where you are. Someone has described that human beings are adaptive animals. We can get used to pain, we can get used to growth, we can get used to love, we can get even used to hatred. So somehow you have to realize that putting yourself, and that's why the family program is so important. Come and be with us and see people who are working on themselves day in, day out, week in, week out. And you will see it's catching, it's contagious, that you can move beyond your pain. And that's the real challenge, because it's people helping people. Yes. You can't do it all by yourself.
No, you really can't. And it's not just for yourself, it's for the generations to come. Your kids are looking at you, if you have children, or loved ones. People are looking at you, and what you allow or how you allow other people to treat you, they will be taught that that's how they're allowed or should allow other people to teach themselves. So maybe it's just a little too hard to do it just for yourself right now, but look at who else you're doing it for. You know, we talk about generations after generations after generations of pain that's pushed down, and I know you've probably carrying some of the pain from generations in your family. You're allowed to say no more. It stops here, and it's such a joy when you're able to realize that, and to know that you don't have to do it by yourself. You've got a lot of support. You just need to take that step and say, this is it, I'm done.
Wow. And really that's a major step. The decision inside your heart that I want to move beyond where I'm at.
Sick and tired of being sick and tired. Just cannot do it anymore. And again, sometimes it's, you know, it's that nagging feeling. You know what it's like, that little feeling, that little thing in your head saying, is this really it? Is this really the way it's supposed to be? And you know it's not. But we talked about the fear and the doubt and others' opinions and this and those little negative voices and those tapes of you're not being good enough blocking you. But that's just what it is. Those are lies. It's the false self lies. Might as well try it. Might as well try discovering yourself and seeing the joy and beauty that it can bring to you and your family, your loved ones.
Marie, thank you very much. It's a real challenge discovering our potential and moving beyond our limitations. It's not easy, but that's what life is all about. Thank you and good night.
Right.